I'm Christina Conkler, also known as Nick's mom. When Nick was 4, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and we did 5 stem cell rescues back to back, followed by 6 weeks of cranial spinal radiation. Basically, that was 9 months of just pure hell, hospitals all the time. We came out of that, he went to kindergarten, life was good, he was cancer-free. We hit summer break of 5th grade, and he came home with some bruises from being at his grandma's, and he'd lost a tooth that wouldn't stop bleeding. Tested him right away, they had a suspicion. He had a secondary AML caused by the treatment of the brain tumor, which we knew by the second day was going to require a bone marrow transplant. We found a donor in Germany, and we headed to Children's for a transplant. All of his prior treatment had been at Mary Bridge. And so we headed to Seattle, and we started transplant. And again, we like short trips to hell and back. This one was a year. We were 6 months in Seattle for a transplant because you have to stay in Seattle. You have to be within a 30-minute drive of the hospital for a set amount of time. 6th grade, he missed all, he had tutors. 7th grade, he went to Baker junior high or middle school. And life was good. He went to middle school, he went to high school. And then halfway through his junior year, he came home covered in bruises from the shop. He'd been working on his car. And we both knew at that point he was sick again. They confirmed it. He'd relapsed with secondary AML, and we were headed for transplant again. Got to kind of go through the process of meeting See You Later and everybody, and they wanted to do something for Nick before we went to transplant. That was critical because we weren't sure he would survive transplant. So we found a place on Camano Island, which is not close by, and See You Later arranged for 12 of Nick's closest buddies to go up and go ziplining. But all the kids had backpacks filled with all kinds of goodies and toys. And they went through their cache of stuff, and Nick's was full of gift cards because he loved to foot the bill when everybody went to dinner somewhere. So he had plenty of gift cards to foot the bill for his buddies when we got back. That was a day filled of laughs, grins and smiles. And that was the best day we'd had with him in months. And it was See You Later that made it happen. Then we lost Nick. We were not able to get him into remission. Had to say goodbye to him. One of the great things that came out of that was the Lillypads. The Lillypad enables them to keep their IV lines secure while they sit cross-legged, like crisscross applesauce on the platform, the Lillypad platform, and the parents can push them around the hospital. After he passed, we had made this arrangement to have the wood shop make the Lillypads. We have all the supplies donated from Lowe's. See You Later arranged that. And the high school wood shop class at Auburn Riverside proceeded to make, I think it was over 100 Lillypads that time. The high school kids painted them, and we have sent Lillypads all over the world, literally. So See You Later has helped with procuring the supplies to make them and to help with the shipping costs so that we are able to mail them to these families. They have enough trouble paying their bills. I don't want to ask them to pay to have this shipped to them. So they've been a big helping in the Lillypad project. With Nick, in his ability to pay it forward, when not everybody in that position would do that. He was very concerned about his friends and classmates, that, you know, you can't let this beat you. You have to keep going. You have to find a purpose and, you know, just push through it and get to that, set that goal and get to it. And I think that was a big part of that was those kids in that graduating class with him. They keep on trucking. That is his catchphrase. So, and you know, he keeps us trucking along.